From the moment you enter our doors, you're met with kindness and care. Our reception area is designed to be more than just a waiting room. It is a place of calm, thoughtfully created to ease the weight of grief. In our private conference room, conversations are guided by empathy. Here, our client experience coordinators sit beside you, not just across the table to help plan a service that truly reflects your loved one's story. Whether it's a traditional farewell or a personalized celebration of life, we take time to understand your wishes and offer thoughtful guidance. At the heart of our organization is a dedicated manager who ensures that everything runs smoothly, from the smallest detail to the final farewell. We understand that choosing a casket or a coffin is a deeply personal decision. In our selection room, we provide a calm, respectful environment where families can take their time and explore options that reflect their loved one's life, beliefs, and preference. Our spacious chapel is where memories are honored and lives are celebrated. Designed with serenity and warmth, it provides a welcoming space for families and friends to come together in reflection and remembrance. For families choosing cremation, we offer on-site professional cremation services in a setting that upholds dignity, peace, and confidentiality. Our crematorium offers a seamless and respectful alternative to traditional burial, giving families flexibility while maintaining the highest standard of care.
Fallen Heroes Remembered, Home Invasion in Bell Garden, and PNM sets stage for THA race with candidate reveals. Good evening, I'm Kristen Salandi, and you're locked into the Tobago Updates television news for Monday, 10th of November, 2025. Now to our top story. On Sunday, 9th of November 2025, Tobago paused to honor the men and women who served and sacrificed in wars past. Residents gathered at James Park in Scarborough for a solemn wreath-laying ceremony. Here are the details.
Many were seen paying tribute to Tobagonian heroes and all those who gave their lives in service to the nation. The ceremony included moments of silence, the hunting notes of the last post, and the formal posting of sentries bringing together veterans, government officials, and members of the public. The Chief Secretary Farley Augustine laid wreaths, many adorned with poppies, in remembrance of those who gave their lives for freedom. Tobagonians were present, observing quietly, learning the importance of honoring the past and understanding the legacy of courage that shapes Tobago today. Those who served our country and our island in 1985 to present spoke about the significance of Remembrance Day, emphasizing that the sacrifices made by past generations are a foundation for the freedoms enjoyed today. For many Tobagonians, the event was more than a formal ceremony. It was a time to pause, reflect, and connect with history, bringing communities together in shared remembrance. As the event concluded, the message was clear: the sacrifices of past generations will not be forgotten, and Tobago continues to stand united in respect and gratitude. This is Alia Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Early hours of Saturday, 8th of November 2025, a Bell Garden resident experienced a terrifying home invasion that left him traumatized physically and mentally and robbed of gold jewelry and cash. According to reports, the victim had secured his home on Friday night, leaving only a front sliding door and a western window closed but unlocked. Around 1:20 a.m. on Saturday, he was awoken by blows to his face and discovered 3 masked intruders in his bedroom. 2 of the men were armed with objects resembling firearms, while the third carried a cutlass and a Bigfoot. One assailant, wearing a white hoodie and gloves, struck the victim multiple times, injuring his right ear and forced him to hand over valuables. Fearing for his life, the victim complied, surrendering several pieces of gold jewelry valued at over 94,000 TT dollars and cash totaling 4,000 TT dollars. The intruders then fled the scene through the front sliding door, heading north along Iron Ridge. The home was later examined by law enforcement officers, with CPL Kennedy continuing investigations into the incident. During the PNM Tobago Deserves Better community conversations, political leader Ansel Dennis revealed that Kwesi Devines will be the candidate for Mason Hall, North Moriah. Here are the details.
On Saturday night, PNM Tobago made a big announcement in Mason Hall. It was revealed that Kwesi Devines, no stranger to politics, is the candidate for Mason Hall North Moriah. During Kwesi's introduction, he stated that history and heritage is important to him because the People's National Movement has a proud legacy of development.
And I'm happy to reintroduce myself to the people of Mason Hall and Moriah, because I was born in Mason Hall, grew up in Moriah. And the reality is, I was able to contribute to that development story in a real and tangible way throughout this community.
Political leader Ansel Dennis indicated that he is disappointed to see that as an island over the last 4 years, we have, quote, gone backwards, end quote.
Not just in terms of infrastructure, but tourism, agriculture, education, creativity, culture, housing, every sector.
Dennis also stated that citizens must pay attention to the facts. He also introduced other fellow candidates at his earlier meetings. Dominic Kerr for the Bonaccord Crown Point District, Shawnee John for the Roxborough Argyle District, and Sterling Timothy for the Bethel Newgrange District. This is Martina Renales Salazar reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
Up next, cultural stigma, main barrier to men's mental health services.
in a dispute with a registered investment service provider of the TTSEC? Or maybe you're the victim of an investment scam. You can lodge a complaint or submit an anonymous tip to the Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. Download our Investor Protection app or go to ttsec.org.tt to access our complaint form or submit an anonymous tip. Write a clear summary of your complaint. Submit copies of supporting documents along with the originals for verification. Provide a copy of the feedback received from the entity regarding your complaint. All investor complaints or scam reports submitted by the public are acknowledged and reviewed by the TTSEC. Investigations are pursued based on the outcome of the review. Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission, protecting the interests of investors and the public. You invest, we protect. Everyone benefits.
Who said the elderly can't have fun too? We're talking good food, proper music, lots of games, and a day at the beach they will never forget. From the time we left the compound at Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, the vibe was already established. Wheels up and seatbelts on. Watch now. When we touched down in the John Point, everybody was ready for excitement. But before anything could take place, we had to secure bellies. You ever play bingo by the beachside? Well, that was the first activity on the roster, and boy did these seniors have fun. However, others wanted something more physical, so we brought out the ring toss, and not even arthritis could have stopped them. Well, I was blown away at how straight these people were. Are you sure this is a home for the elderly? Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday, but nothing beats the song of Good Steel Pan by the shores while we take a dip in Tobago's finest water. Wait, more food again? This is my type of event. The energy was amazing and nothing short of a blessing. Pick up Heavenly Care Home for the Elderly, because joy doesn't retire, laughter doesn't age, and memories like these last forever.
To a stranger.
Thanks for staying with us. History was made at the Tobago House of Assembly Legislature today as the island hosted its first ever International Men's Day debate. The session, which was streamed live, put a sharp focus on the critical and often silent crisis of men's mental health and identity. The debate is tackling staggering statistics. In Trinidad and Tobago, men account for the overwhelming majority of suicides, with 653 male suicides recorded between 2016 and 2023. But the challenge, as highlighted by Health Secretary Dr. Brebner, isn't just a lack of services. It's getting men to walk through the door.
The division is filled with services that relates to mental well-being. For example, we have a host of therapeutic counselors. We have a host of mediators. We have the entire mental health department that is part of the Tobago Regional Health Authority. All of these services are currently available, but if you recognize, men do not want to come to these services regularly.
Dr. Brebner, speaking with Tobago Updates, says the problem is deeply cultural, as society often shames men for showing vulnerability, a stigma that can have fatal consequences when they are struggling.
We usually don't get them until it's almost too late. But when we look at what they've been trying to say to us before it gets to that point, if there was a listening ear that was not, that did not say men don't cry, or if there was a listening ear that was welcoming of those cries ahead of time, then it would not get to the point where we have the statistics.
The Tobago Regional Health Authority currently offers specialized services, including the Blue Room, a male-focused space at the TRHA designed to make men feel more comfortable seeking help. Brebner insists the solution must start much earlier by restraining society to accept that vulnerability is not a weakness.
So I think it is all of us, even from a young age, encouraging young boys to be vulnerable, encouraging young boys to show their emotions and to say, I need help, even from a young age, and not shunning that is what will get us to the point where these statistics are no longer the case.
The historic debate aims to move these candid conversations from the chamber into the community, pushing for a sustainable, multi-sectoral approach to support the island's men and boys. The THA's Division of Finance, Trade and the Economy launched its Finance Month earlier today, dedicating November to public engagement in the island's critical financial sector. The launch kicked off with a staff Thanksgiving service this morning at the Victor E. Bruce Financial Complex, delaying its public opening until 1 p.m. The division has apologized for the inconvenience. Normal hours are set to resume on Tuesday. The push comes at a challenging economic moment. The IMF recently downgraded Trinidad and Tobago's 2025 growth forecast to just 1%. The initiative aims to engage the public on the division's work as the Tobago House of Assembly simultaneously focuses on new priorities, including liquidating outstanding liabilities to contractors and addressing public servant gratuities. The month's activities in previous years featured financial literacy workshops and business support caravans. Trinidad and Tobago was again among the destinations represented at the World Travel Market, London 2025, one of the largest global tourism trade events, which took place from November 4th to 6th, 2025. The event brought together more than 40,000 travel and tourism professionals from over 180 countries. Here are the details.
Every year, World Travel Market provides a major platform for destinations like Trinidad and Tobago to strengthen visibility, attract new markets, and build strategic partnerships within the global tourism industry. While attending the UK's World Travel Market, Secretary of the Division of Tourism, Culture, Antiquities and Transportation, Tashia Boris expressed her elation at Tobago's participation for the fourth consecutive year. She noted that next year will mark a significant milestone as the country celebrates the 250th anniversary of the declaration of the Main Ridge Forest Reserve.
They are excited about the list of activities we have coming up from a cultural perspective, from a heritage perspective. And next year is a huge milestone because the UK traveller really is into ecotourism, dive, anything with nature, anything to do with sustainability. So next year we're celebrating our 250th anniversary of the declaration of the Main Ridge Forest Reserve. That exists on 116 square miles of untouched, unspoiled, undiscovered Tobago. So we're always excited to come here every year. You know, we're showing up this year with both Trinidad and Tobago present, two islands, endless possibilities.
General Manager of Blue Waters Inn, Reginald McLean, noted that Tobago will always attract interest because of its world-renowned Main Ridge Forest Reserve, which continues to be one of the island's strongest natural tourism assets and a key draw for eco-conscious travelers.
Tobago will always have interest, and I'll tell you why Tobago will always have interest with foreigners coming in, all the tourists coming in. We are one of the islands that are lucky that many, many years ago we took the Tobago and took the rainforest and protected it in the middle of the island. And that remains natural for our lives. That in itself is a big draw to get people into the island. And that interest is still here at World Travel Market.
Overall, Trinidad and Tobago's presence at World Travel Market London 2025 underscored the island's growing commitment to strengthening their position on the global tourism stage. The country will continue to promote Tobago and Trinidad as a unique, authentic destination ready to welcome the world. This is Aliyah Balgobin reporting for Tobago Updates Television News.
The news continues in a moment, but why wait? You can follow every story, every update, all the time. Join the conversation. Find us on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Tobago Updates. Don't miss a beat. We'll be right back.
the Caribbean is more than just a place. It's a spirit, resilient, vibrant, and full of possibility. It's who we are at the heart of everything we do. For over 150 years, we've been right here, invested in the Caribbean, its people, and its progress. And today, we're going even further. We're deepening our commitment to the region, continuing to invest in the networks, services, and digital solutions that move Caribbean businesses forward. Whether you are a mid-sized business or multinational player, we bring you resilient connectivity, personalized service, and tailored IT solutions, all powered by local teams that truly have your back. We're here to help you navigate challenges, grow, and achieve your goals with practical solutions, reliable networks, and a partnership rooted in trust and your long-term success. Liberty Business, rooted in the Caribbean, committed to you.
Welcome to Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, where innovation meets excellence and the service reigns supreme. Our commitment is simple: to provide high-quality, innovative aluminum, vinyl, and glass solutions for both commercial and residential spaces. At TGSL, we don't just meet needs, we exceed expectations. Our range includes the finest aluminum cladding options, setting new standards in durability and style. Driven by our passion to elevate, we aim to be the leading supplier in the Caribbean market while retaining our identity as a family-owned business. Because at Tobago Glass Supplies Limited, it's not just about products. It's about relationships. It's about you. Innovation, quality, service. That's Tobago Glass Supplies Limited.
Quartz is well known as the Caribbean's largest retailer, providing consumers for generations with the very best products to enhance their homes. This year, we bring our expertise to businesses. Quartz Business Solutions will serve small, medium, and large companies with the very best products at the most competitive prices, backed by warranties and after-sales support. Hoteliers, office managers, restaurants, and so many more. Quartz Business Solutions, a brand of the Unicomer Group.
Welcome back. The opposition mounted an attack on the government's financial planning and its stance on Tobago governance last week, warning of a potential fiscal collapse and accusing the administration of deliberately sidelining autonomy. Speaking at their media conference recently, Senator Vishnu Dan Paul and Melanie Roberts-Rajman laid out claims of, quote, dubious assumption, end quote, and cash flow difficulties expected to hit by year end. Here is more.
Senator Dan Paul, a former public servant, zeroed in on the 2025-2026 budget, which is built on a projected revenue of $55.367 billion TT dollars and an oil price assumption of US $73.25 per barrel. He argued the entire fiscal plan rests on unstable foundations, noting that mandatory spending alone, including transfers, subsidies, and debt servicing, already consumes approximately $54 billion annually. He suggested that a midterm course correction is inevitable.
And why would the budget be derailed? I mean, it's something that I would not like to see. It has happened before. Budgets have been recalibrated after a month, 2 months.
Dan Paul predicted an immediate liquidity squeeze for the central government, a situation he fears will be evident this month.
The government is going to be cash strapped. The cash flow, they're going to have a cash flow problem starting from November. Okay? And you're going to see it.
Shifting focus to Tobago, Senator Melanie Rajman addressed the Prime Minister's recent visit to the island, calling it a missed opportunity to advance the Tobago Island Government Bill. She accused the administration of prioritizing political campaigning over governance and refusing the people of Tobago their democratic right to self-determination.
the government doesn't intend to grant us autonomy. Instead, she spoke of this fair share model, this fair share project-based allocation model, and she declined to go into details.
The senator insisted that without legislated protection, Tobago's development funds and progress remain subject to political goodwill.
More importantly, what we need in Tobago is legislation that protects us from any administration that would want to deal with us, that would want to govern with dishonesty and with contempt.
The opposition's warnings highlight a deep division over the nation's economic stewardship and the future of inter-island relations, setting the stage for a contentious upcoming debate on the country's financial health and its constitutional future. Jewel Green George, Tobago Updates Television News.
The Trinidad and Tobago Customs and Excise Division has officially launched debit card or links payment systems at all its offices nationwide. This is a significant step in a country where, as of 2023, 63% of all transactions were still conducted in cash. The move away from cash and certified checks aims to modernize operations and cut frustrating processing times for both businesses and the public. Importers, shipping agents, and citizens making non-commercial payments can now use the secure point-of-sale system for faster and more efficient service. This initiative is a key part of the government's broader digital transformation agenda, a push supported by business chambers to improve the country's ease of doing business standing. Customs officials confirmed this is a major milestone, with plans already underway to introduce credit card and online payment options in the near future. Every day we bring you closer to the issues that matter most. And for our social media poll today, we asked, the Assembly Legislature is hosting its first ever men's debate to discuss issues affecting men and boys. What is the single most urgent issue you believe they must address in Tobago? 26% of respondents voted mental health and support services. 49% voted fatherhood and positive role models. 2% voted education gaps and job opportunities, while 23% voted youth crime and gang involvement. Remember, your voice counts too. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram and join the conversation by voting in our daily polls. The weather report is up next.
Our world is filled with rhythm. Rhythm that's unapologetic, infectious, timeless. Rhythm is commitment in action. It's how we show up for each other with unrelenting support that goes the distance. Rhythm lives in the tiny beats of our most intimate moments and the seismic roars of our biggest achievements. Rhythm is resilience in motion. So even when things go out of sync, we do what it takes to bring the rhythm back. At Flow, we understand your rhythm because we live it. That's why we're dedicated to building a network as resilient as you, with a team of familiar faces working every day to keep you on beat. You're at the heart of everything we do, and our commitment is to keep your rhythm flowing, no matter what.
Hair goals, we've got them. At S&R Hair Fantasy, we provide a wide variety of quality hair, the latest hair accessories, adult toys, skin lightening products, female underwear, and much more under one roof. Check us out on Shelbourne Street in Plymouth or call us at 317-0808. We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. S&R Hair Fantasy for queens who know exactly what they want.
Now for the weather forecast from the TNT Met Office. Night will be fair but hazy with a few light or moderate showers expected after midnight. Tonight's minimum temperature is forecast to be around 24 degrees Celsius at Biako and 26 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. Tomorrow will be sunny, hazy and breezy with a few partly cloudy spells and occasional light to moderate showers. There is also a low chance of a few isolated heavy showers or thunderstorms, especially during the afternoon. Gusty winds, street or flash flooding, and ponding may occur near heavier showers or thunderstorms. By nightfall, skies will be mostly fair apart from a few brief showers. The maximum temperature tomorrow is expected to reach around 32 degrees Celsius at Biako and 31 degrees Celsius at Crown Point. A moderate concentration of Saharan dust will be present, and persons sensitive to dust or changes in air quality are advised to take the necessary precautions. Seas will be moderate with waves between 2 to 2.5 meters in open waters and below 1 meter in sheltered areas. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6 and sunset at 5:39. And that's all the time we have for tonight's Tobago Updates news. Enjoy your night. Let's recap the headlines. Fallen heroes remembered. Home invasion in Belgarden. And PNM sets stage for THA race with candidate revealed. I'm Kristen Salandi. Have a good night.